and welcome to Living Well Naturally, the show that inspires you to live a better quality of life. I'm Andy Lou, and I can't wait to introduce you to my dear friend Monica Rad, who's a former Miss Universe Australia and a new mother. We chat natural parenting, we discuss diets and how some are not so healthy, and you get the chance to score some healthy Roo products. But first, here's Mon and her baby Luca. Monica Rad, you may know her as Miss Universe Australia and new mother now, but you also got to the top 5 on Survivor.
I did.
Oh my gosh. I want to talk to you about so many things about natural parenting because you're doing such a great job. But tell me about your Survivor mindset.
Goodness gracious. Well, it's going from one extreme to the other, right? Miss Universe to Survivor contestant. When the opportunity arose, I was so scared about doing it, but I said yes straight away because I knew what a once in a lifetime opportunity, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as I said yes, even though fear was pulsing through my veins, I just started preparing mentally because I think mental is the most important thing.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it? You know?
Do you think you took maybe that Survivor mindset into, birth this beautiful human?
Without a doubt.
Or maybe it was already in you anyway?
A bit of both, I guess,
Yeah.
but I definitely, even my midwife, when I told her I did Survivor, she laughed and said, oh my gosh, if you did Survivor, labor is going to be a piece of cake for you because
Right.
it's huge. I was there for 47 out of 50 days. So
Wow.
you have to be switched on the whole time and just mentally there.
Right. What was the hardest thing on Survivor?
Apart from being away from my family, that was really, really challenging because you can only rely on yourself.
Right.
That's totally different from our day-to-day lives,
Yeah.
right? But the physical challenges. Andy, I'm not
Right.
an athlete,
Right.
as you can probably tell.
Yeah.
I'm quite uncoordinated. And then here I was in the champions team alongside Olympians,
Right.
sports stars. So I felt so out of my element. And then those physical challenges were so hard, to say the least.
That just goes to show how mindset really does change, your athletic performance and things like that. Because you could be the fittest person ever, but then fail at something, right?
Well, totally, but it's also fake it till you make it because I wasn't successful in the challenges, but I didn't give up. That's the most important thing I think I took from Survivor. Don't give up, and I was a lot more courageous than I gave myself credit for. But if you don't put yourself into situations to be courageous, how will you ever know that you are?
Yeah.
So Survivor taught me that.
And you talked about the importance of the connection, like you didn't have the family connection and support network, which you so relied on and had to rely on yourself. But connected parenting, look at this.
I know, look at what I created.
And tell me about your parenting style because you're very healthy as a person. I've seen you
try.
during the pregnancy, you were having, bone broth and, all the different plant-based foods, which is why I love Healthy Roo, by the way, because it's a plant-based protein. But tell me if that helped you to have a healthier pregnancy and then natural birth?
I definitely think so. Hello, you're building a child, you're building a human being. So for me, I took nutrition. What do you want, darling?
He wants to touch
I
something.
think you're too small for those. No, Pop,
leave
that's
it
okay.
there.
Let him play with the noughts and crosses. When it came to pregnancy, you're growing a human child, of course. So making sure that you're eating the most healthy, nutritious food because you're growing this beautiful bubba. So I really focused on that. And being a mum as well, it's really important. Whatever I ingest because I'm breastfeeding goes to him.
That's right. So he's getting your amazing nutrition. Now, not everybody is able to have, the opportunity to breastfeed, but you did a lot of research going into your pregnancy on being able to have the best opportunity to have, breastfeeding or natural
I
birthing,
did.
all that sort of thing. And he is absolutely a delight. Now, I wanted to talk about the possibility of bringing your child to work,
Yes.
taking him with you and creating a community, I guess, where we start to allow that, because now that we've had lockdown and things like that, we can see that we have to work from home, bring our children with us. So how's it been?
Well, you know what? This is one of our first opportunities to be able to get out of the house together, which is so exciting for us, isn't it?
Really?
Totally, because lockdown, you're confined to your four walls, going for walks, that's about it. But I've got to say, Luca is the dream child. He's so relaxed, so happy, really inquisitive, but just happy to experience what we're experiencing. And I feel like, exactly like you said, it's really lovely, important to incorporate our children into our lives as mums because, they are a huge part of our lives. And I also feel like not trying to put them in a box and making them be this perfect child, but letting them explore. Luca's looking around, he's playing. I think that's exactly what they should be doing. So
Yeah, he's very emotionally secure with you. And do you think that's because of the parenting where you've warning him as a baby, like, you know, co-sleeping sometimes, or even wearing a baby can actually help the neurological development, apparently, because they're still synchronizing with your heartbeat, breathing, and body temperature. So that's why it's a mutual benefit for the two of you.
Well, I did learn that from your book, Andy.
The Modern Day Mother?
The Modern Day Mother, yes. And I mean, 100% that probably has something to do with it, but also just showing them love. I mean, you don't have to know everything to be the best parent for your child, do you? They just have to know and feel that they're loved, and respected is a huge one as well. I mean, I'm treating him like he's a human as he is, not a little blob, as I know some people can.
With needs, yeah.
Exactly, with needs and with wants. So I just think
call it
all
an
comes
emotional
into play.
I was going to say, I call it an emotional refuel, where perhaps, you know, they're okay and they let you do your own thing, but then sometimes they might get what other people have called needy, and attending to those needs and just being present with them can then, I guess, help refuel their emotional cup and then buy you some extra time again. But I think it also helps us because we disconnect and start to connect, even if it's for that short time, seeing what they want to do, and then get back to it, or to work, or whatever.
Well, you're right. I mean, children are the one thing that puts you in the present moment.
Right.
They can spot, if your mind's somewhere else, they can spot it a mile away.
Right.
And they throw a little tantrum because they want you. And I feel
to
like,
be present again.
of course, to be with them, you know, both body and soul. So he's really taught me that. And, you know, children are needy because they're your children. That's why we brought them into the world. You know, we knew we were signing up for becoming parents, and obviously life is very different now, but I wouldn't change it for the world. And I mean, I'm so grateful to have someone that needs me as much as he does.
Exactly. And I think, you know, being able, you want it again? Being able to break, you know, let's talk about that disconnect and having the break and being in the moment. It's like meditation, really. I mean, a baby, whether it's yours or not, look at me, it stops a room.
It does.
And I guess disconnecting from technology or stresses of life and then connecting with that child's needs is actually good for our emotional well-being as well.
Oh my gosh, without a doubt, especially in this time. I mean, it's very easy to be brought down by what's happening in the world, and to, you know, I'm a positive person. I really do consider myself that, but it's even so easy for me to get into this slump and this negative thinking spiral. But one look at him, it just goes all goes away, and I know that I'm being the best person for myself, but also for him, you know, and that's all we can do, just to try and uplift ourselves and the loved ones around us.
So at the moment, you have the benefit of being a beautifully blessed young mum who gets to be present with her child. But what kind of advice could we give to somebody else that perhaps hasn't got that, and how can they be present and, you know, be still? And I mean, we talked about meditation. For somebody else, it might be prayer.
Well, you know what? So meditation, I feel like, has a daunting connotation to it, because a lot of people think it means sitting still for half an hour, and a lot of us parents don't really have that. At least every single day. And what I've learned and what I've taken to my own meditation practice is it can be a few minutes of mindfulness, where even when you're driving, for example, when a traffic light hits, you've got those 2 minutes while waiting for the red light to turn green to just stop and breathe and focus on your breath, or count things you're grateful for. There are so many ways to be mindful and be present that take you back into the moment, sort of thing.
So true. Remembering
like
what you're grateful for. Well, if it's okay with you, I would like to ask you some fast questions. Maybe I should ask Luca if it's okay with you. Is it okay with Mum if we ask Mummy some fast questions?
He's just found his feet, you see.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's
Here we
great
go.
exercise. You know, I also noticed he's got his name on there.
Grandma knitted this.
What? That is
so we had to represent, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Woo, okay,
well,
5 minutes. Let's do it.
do this. Come on.
Go for it.
1 hot minute. Night in or night out?
Night in. Actually, I've got to change it because of lockdown. Night out all the way. It has to be.
Okay. Active wear or evening wear?
Active wear.
All right. Describe Miss Universe in 3 words.
Like high school.
Okay. We met on
I've got to elaborate on that, but it felt just like high school.
Yeah, I'm laughing because we met with Miss Universe when I used to MC, and it can be fun like that. Prevention or cure?
Oh, prevention.
All right. Your special superpower?
Feeding this little guy with these guys.
Yeah, all right.
It's pretty amazing.
It is, it's a miracle. Hubby's best quality?
Oh, his heart. He's the best human being.
And his art.
Of
and
course.
It rhymes.
It all comes from his heart, though.
Top parenting tip?
Be present and don't compare.
Luca's first words?
Mama, hopefully.
No.
Oh no, yum 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 yum. Yum.
Night owl or morning person?
Morning person.
Done, we just did it.
It's very hard, see? Yum, yum, yum. It's very hard for me to, answer with one word.
There's his word. There's his first word.
Good job. Do you want to say bye?
Yes, that's a great thing. Give me a high five.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Wave to the camera.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for joining us, Mon and Luca.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much, and we'll have more right after this.
The morning run, the air, the space. This is my time. Every day we have to make a decision. What we get out is what we put in. Set your tone and you set your day. Every day. Healthy Roo, Australian-made superfood protein.
Thanks to Healthy Roo, we have a fantastic offer for you this week. Buy 1 kilogram performance protein for $69.90 and receive 50% off when you purchase a second pack of performance protein. Plus, you receive a free Healthy Roo shaker. Well, that's a total of over $40 in savings, and all you have to do is head over to the Healthy Roo website, healthyroo.com.au. Click to purchase performance protein, then enter your exclusive discount below at the checkout to receive your discount. And it's that simple. All thanks to Healthy Roo. What the fact? Did you know that craving chocolate at that time of the month is a healthy response? You're actually craving cacao. Cacao is spelled C-A-C-A-O, and I know I'm sounding posh when I pronounce it this way, but it's actually different to cocoa, which is spelled C-O-C-O-A. That's the processed version of the real food source, and it's been stripped of its micronutrition, its vitamins and minerals. Cacao's rich in magnesium and antioxidants and protein, and at that time of the month when you're like, hand over the chocolate and nobody gets hurt, that's because your uterus is in a state of expansion and contraction. And you're craving chocolate because you're craving magnesium. You see, the uterus is a muscle and cacao has magnesium in it, and that's going to help the muscle in expansion and contraction healthily. So make sure you're buying the good stuff and start to fuel your body with the nutritional stores it's needing before it comes to that time of the month and menstruation. This is how wellness works in the body. I like to add Origin chocolate to my Healthy Roo smoothie bowls for a great dessert, snack or brekkie bowl. Make sure you try it. We wrap another week of health on Living Well Naturally, and on our next episode you'll meet a big brother intruder. Learn why all diets are not necessarily good for you, plus your chance to score Healthy Roo again. Until then, stay healthy and get connected. I'm Andy Lou, we'll see you soon.